Hi, my name is Everett. Today I'm reading Who Would Win? Alligator vs. Python by Jerry Pelota, illustrated by Rob Bolster. What would happen if an alligator had a fight with a python? Wow, these are two deadly reptiles. Who is the toughest? Who do you think would win? Meet the alligator. This is an American alligator. It can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. Scientific name, Alligator mississippiensis. This creature lives in Texas to North California. Fact, alligators are reptiles. Definition, reptiles are cold-blooded animals that have dry scales. Snakes, crocodiles, lizards, and turtles are also reptiles. Big fact, the American alligator is the largest reptile in North America. Meet the python. This is a Burmese python. Scientific name, Python vivitis. The Burmese python can grow up to be 19 feet long. People have seen them swallow a deer, a cat, and a pig. Yikes! Fact, pythons are snakes. Snakes are reptiles. Fang fact, pythons are not venomous. They have no poison. Ancient fact, dinosaurs are also reptiles. Crocodilia. There are 4 types of reptiles in an animal group called Crocodilia. Crocodile, nose-shaped top view. Crocodiles have a V-shaped head. When they close their mouths, you can see a long bottom tooth. Alligator, nose-shaped top view. Notice the wide head. When the alligator closes its mouth, you can see the bottom teeth. Nose-shaped top view. Gavial. Gavials have a narrow pointy snout, great for catching fish. Caiman, nose-shaped top view. The smallest crocodilia of Cuvier dwarf caiman is the smallest of all 4 crocodilia have lots of teeth. We will use the American alligator to fight the Burmese python. Big snakes. The Burmese python is one of the 5 largest snakes in the world. Here are the other 4. Reticulated python, the longest snake in the world. Yikes! Length. A reticulated python can grow up to be 30 feet long. Green anaconda, the heaviest snake in the world. Wow! Weight fact. A green anaconda can weigh 600 pounds. African rock python, the biggest snake in Africa. Holy cow! Did you know it can grow up to be 20 feet long and weigh almost 200 pounds. Scrub python, another huge snake. Cool. Colorful fact, snakes come in every color. Snakes numbers. There are about 3,000 known types of snakes in the world. Snakes have no arms and no legs. They have no movable eyelids. Behave. The American alligator lives in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. Most of these warm Gulf state coasts. Ice fact. An alligator would freeze to death in Alaska. Alligators love water. They live in ponds, lakes, rivers, estuaries, swamps, marshlands, and bayous. They tolerate a little saltwater and a little brackish water, but they prefer fresh water. We know where you live. The Burmese python lives in Southeast Asia. It got its name from Burma, which is now called Myanmar. Oops! Some careless people let their pet Burmese pythons go in Florida Everglades. Now the Everglades is overrun by pythons. They don't belong there. They are an invasive species, the Everglades. The huge swampland full of water is tall grass is southern Florida. Definition, an invasive species is a plant or an animal that lives somewhere that it's not their natural habitat. Invasive species usually causes damage and upset the balance of nature. Sorry, saltwater crocodile, you are the biggest, heaviest, scariest, and meanest of all crocodiles. But you are too big for this book. Saltwater crocodile lives in Australia. We'll save you for another Who Would Win book. What about saltwater crocodile versus mosquito? Size fact. Saltwater crocodiles can grow up to be 20 feet long. Here's an albino alligator. Definition. Albino means lack of skin colors. You're out too. Here's the smallest snake in the world, the Barbados thread snake. It can be in this book either. Sorry, it's too small to fight that alligator. Reptile facts. Some lizards, such as island glass lizards, have no arms or no legs. They may look like snakes, but they are legless lizards. Fact. A flowerpot snake is also small. Typical Burmese pythons have a color design similar to a giraffe. An albino Burmese python is mostly white, but also has some color, usually light yellow and light orange. Teeth. Alligators have a huge, strong jaw full of big teeth. They have about 80 teeth, which are powerful weapons. Fact. An alligator's jaw has a bite of the strength to equal 2,000 pounds per square inch. No human can lift 2,000 pounds. That's a ton. Teeth type. A dentist would say that an alligator would have conical-shaped teeth. Their teeth are shaped like an ice cream cone. Fangs and teeth. Snakes don't chew their food. They have teeth designed to hold their dinner. Slowly, their strong, flexible jaws wiggle the food into their mouths, and they swallow it whole. Goofy question. Would you like to replace your teeth with a mouthful of fangs? Fang type. Snakes' fangs are shaped like curved knives. Yikes, Burmese pythons' teeth are sharp fangs that face inward. It would be hard for an animal to escape their grasp. Roll, a great tactic. When an alligator gets hold of an animal, it rolls. This twists the animal and breaks its arms or legs. Alligator is so strong it can roll and rip its prey's limb off. The roll is an amazing move. How did alligators learn it? We can only wonder. Not a fun fact. Yes, alligators have eaten a few people. Midnight snack. Alligators don't always eat the whole animal they catch. They often bury it and eat the rest later. Encircle and squeeze, and deadly tactic. Burmese pythons kill their prey by encircling the animal and squeezing them. They squeeze until the animal can't breathe. Yes. Burmese pythons have eaten a few people. Definition. Snakes that squeeze their prey are called constrictions. Warning. Don't ever let someone put a python around your neck or your shoulders. Alligator tail. The alligator has a long, thick tail. The tail is almost as long as the rest of their body. It uses the tail to steer and swim. Speed limit 30 miles per hour. Speed fact. Alligators can run about 30 miles per hour for a short distance. Did you know the alligator also can smack it with its tail? Alligators are excellent swimmers. They can swim at 10 miles per hour. Do snakes have tails? Not really. Its whole body is just shaped like a tail. Pythons are also excellent swimmers. Crawl speed 1 mile per hour. Fact. Burmese pythons have about 4,000 muscles. Burmese pythons are faster in water. They can swim up to 5 miles per hour. Hidden. Can you find the alligator? It is well disguised. Swamp. The alligator patiently waits with its nose and eyes above the water. Fact. Alligators cannot breathe underwater. Did you know alligators close their nose and ears underwater? Bonus fact. Usually an alligator holds its breath underwater for about 15 minutes. Alligators have been known to hold their breath for up to an hour. In cold water, an alligator can hold its breath even longer. Question. Can alligators climb trees? Camouflaged. The Burmese python is well disguised. It looks like leaves in the ground. Did you know Burmese pythons hold its eyes and nose above water too? Lung fact. The Burmese python can hold its breath underwater for at least a half hour. Beware, Burmese pythons can climb trees. Thank goodness, alligators can't climb trees. Food. Alligators eat insects, snails, fish, turtles, and other reptiles that are young. An alligator gets older, they eat larger creatures. A young alligator might get eaten by a big fish, hawk, or eagle. Hatchlings, watch out. Definition. A baby alligator is called a hatchling. Hatchlings eat insects and shrimp. Old. A grown-up alligator often goes out of the water to grab a huge mammal like a dog, a cow, or a horse. Fact, alligators are good at sneaking up on birds. They have been known to eat a duck, a goose, or an egret. Let's eat. A Burmese python eats anything it can swallow whole. A python can unhinge its jaws, stretch its ligaments, and swallow something bigger than its mouth, usually small mammals, frogs, or birds. Fact, a python can taste, smell, and tell the temperature with its tongue. People eat alligators. Some people eat alligators. You might find these menu items on the U.S. Gulf Coast states. People eat pythons too. Americans do not usually eat pythons, but some of us eat other snakes, such as rattlesnakes. In other parts of the world, people eat pythons. They say it is delicious. Did you know there is a restaurant in Florida that serves python pizza? There is also for frog leg pizza. Question: has a chef ever made you an ice cream python cake or chocolate covered python? We don't know. Only you do. Alligator skin. Many products are made in alligator skin. They include cowboy boots, belts, shoes, pants, and car seat covers. Rough fact: people say that alligator back skin feels like bumpy truck tire. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the coolest reptile of all? Belly fact: the alligator's belly skin is smooth. Did you know there is a fish called an alligator gar? Burmese python skin. Snakes have smooth, rugged skin that can often identify a snake by the color and design of its skin. Fact: snakes are not slimy. They have dry scales. Everglades alligators, you're not persuasive. I'll soon be king because I'm inventive. Did you know snakes molt? As they grow larger, they shed their clear outer skin. Their clear outer skin usually is in one piece. I see you. Alligators have excellent eyesight. Feet. Alligators have strong legs, tough, ugly feet, and long nails. They are great for digging holes and bury uneaten food or dig pools of water. Toes. 4 toes. Toes. 5 toes. Front foot, rear foot. I sense you. Burmese pythons see a visual world and a thermal world. Did you know pythons have heat sensors in their mouths? They can see your heat. Definition: thermal means heat. No feet. Snakes have no feet. Snakes slither along the ground on their wide bellies. Scales. Python bellies, scales, bottom view. A Burmese python and an alligator meet each other in the Florida Everglades. The alligator bites the python, but the huge snake is not the type of food the alligator likes to eat. It has a strange feel. There are no limbs to rip off. He lets the snake go. The python spins around and encircles the alligator. The fight takes a long time. The snake starts squeezing the alligator. The alligator flips and tries to roll away. The alligator tries to bite the python. The python slips away. After a long battle back and forth, the alligator gets tired. The snake encircles the alligator and unhinges its jaw and starts swallowing the alligator. The python's jaws and throat muscles keep on pulling the alligator in. The alligator can't breathe. The snake swallows the head. Then it swallows the alligator's body. Its legs are rugged and tough to eat. The python finally gets the alligator's tail into its mouth. It's an ugly sight. The alligator is dead. The python has a bellyache. It will take a month for the python to digest it. But the python wins this fight. Who has the advantage? Checklist. Alligator, Burmese python. Size? I would say alligator. Teeth or fangs? Python. 1-in-1 camouflage. Let me see. Tie. 2-2 eyesight. Alligator. 3-2 tactics. Python. So 3-3 speed. Alligator. And skin. I'd say probably alligator. alligator wins in the checklist, but the Burmese python won the fight today. So, see you next time. Hope you love this book. I take all my time to do this for you. So, bye. I'll read another again soon. The end.